Uh-oh, is Pump closing? Those is the reports. So Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant, Pump, was rumored to be permanently closing after it was reported that they lost their liquor license along with the Tom Tom liquor license earlier this month. There was a realtor that posted on Instagram that she was now representing the listing, and then over the weekend, Pump had a sign outside that said that it was closed due to heavy rain. But then Wednesday, Lisa Vanderpump spoke out and she's clarifying that things are all good. The rumors are not true. She tweeted out and she said fake news. So in a statement that she sent to People, she's saying, "We've been in the Pump location for 10 years, have a great relationship with the landlord, and we're currently discussing re-signing our lease over the next few months, but we haven't made a decision." She adds that it will be open tonight. This was on Wednesday, so Wednesday night, it's now Friday. They were open on Wednesday night and Thursday night, and she said, "Come by for a pumptini." And then when it comes to the liquor license, because I was like, okay, well, if she's inviting people over for a pumptini, that means there has to be some sort of resolution there. So a rep for Pump is denying that they lost their liquor license. They clarified that the collections issue is what led to the collections issue that led to the liquor license being suspended or reportedly suspended. It was a bookkeeping error and that they immediately resolved it. So it kind of sounds to me like they were, past due on either some fees or whatever, but somebody somewhere dropped the ball and it seemed like they didn't pay their bill for their liquor license. And even though the liquor license wasn't set to expire until the end of April, it was suspended early for this collections issue, which they're now saying was just a bookkeeping error. But then it was also shared by Faces of Bravo. We know Steven. We love Steven. He tweeted out on Twitter that Pump was also 7 months behind on their rent and that their employees were shocked to find an eviction notice over the weekend. So maybe there were a few bookkeeping errors. Oh no, it sounds like they're definitely, somebody, whoever's keeping the books needs to, this is like some Tom Girardi keeping of the books, and we need to get it together, Lisa. Let's reel it in, because I love Pump, and I don't want Pump to go. Pump's probably my favorite of the three, but it's interesting because, so the realtor thing, right? The woman, the realtor that posted that, she posted an Instagram story saying, this restaurant location was up for lease, and she said that more details would be coming soon. So if it's true that Lisa Vanderpump is going to, or is in the process of negotiating whether or not she wants to stay at that location, I would imagine the lease is coming up and they're probably wanting to charge a lot more. She probably got a good deal in the pandemic, because usually, prices go down at that point. We know that Villa Blanca closed for a very similar situation. It seemed that Villa Blanca, that they had been evicted for not paying their bills. So, Faces by Bravo is reporting that they were 7 months behind on their rent. We know that the liquor license was suspended for a bookkeeping error. So it seems like either the money's being mismanaged in some sort of way or somebody's just not on top of it. But they seem to be open again as of now. She teased that it's possible that they might not be in that location. So I saw reports in different publications saying, oh, Lisa Vanderpump teases that she may be moving Pump. It may be leaving West Hollywood. I don't know I think if they lose, it's like Villa Blanca. Like when that closed down, they didn't go and open up a new Villa Blanca elsewhere. They just let Villa Blanca die. And now she has Sir and Tom Tom and Pump, and then she has her Vanderpump Gardens over at Caesar's Palace. So they're open as of now. Tom Tom is also open as of now. Their liquor licenses both seem to be reinstated. The issues seem to be resolved. Lisa also did tease that she's currently expanding her empire and plans to open 2 more restaurants at Caesar's Palace. Interesting. Because isn't Caesar's Palace like one location? Like, how many Lisa Vanderpump restaurants do we need at one location? Because that's where Vanderpump Garden is, right? And didn't she open a new one there? 2 Vanderpump Gardens? How many Vanderpump Gardens is she going to open? I will say this, though. I think Vegas is a great spot for her. I think, like, at some point, Housewives, if they're going to move in this direction, like, this is where they go. It's like a Vegas-y spot because it's campy. It's touristy. I think it's, at this point in time, a better fit than West Hollywood. because I feel like she can lean more into the tourist element. I don't know how many of the WeHo locals are like actively visiting her spots, even though they're like right there in the heart of West Hollywood and it's on Santa Monica Boulevard, or Tom Tom's on Santa Monica Boulevard and so is Pump, and then around the corner is Sir. So I mean, but I feel like it's more of like where fans of the show go to visit and they take photos and they're hoping that they get to see a cast member or two, right? I don't think that the locals are actually going there that often. I would go to Pump often. I don't go to Sir ever, really. I think I've been to Sir maybe twice, maybe 3 times. I think I went there for a cocktail once and I went there for dinner once. And I remember Peter waited on our table when we had dinner there. But I don't go to Sir very often. I don't know. I think Sir is Sir. Pump, I love. Tom Tom, love. The decor, the vibe, the drinks, all great. So I've been to Tom Tom a number of times, and my go-to always was Pump to go, like to eat and to have cocktails. I think I've even like made out with a couple people at Pump too. So I've had my good Pump days. So I would be sad to see it go, but I think ditching WeHo and leaning into the Vegas vibe is probably the smarter route for her. That's why I also think it's smart for Erica Jane to do her Vegas residency show, because I think Vegas is touristy. You know, people that go to the Vegas Strip aren't locals of, they're not really the Vegas locals, they're tourists. It's a tourist area. And I think with Housewives, with it growing and expanding and more celebrities becoming on board with the Bravo world, I just think it's a smarter move. And I think it's a smart move for Erica Jane as well. So those is my thoughts. Don't close down Pump. But if we do, I guess I'll have to take it.